junk. Let's investigate it, let's debunk. Let's debunk, let's debunk, let's debunk. Who production study right? Fake hauntings just won't survive. Let's seek the truth and get it right, and debunk those lies hidden in the night. Let's debunk, let's debunk. Boo Productions, here we go, bringing you the truth about the paranormal. Not letting the fakers spread lies and junk. Let's investigate it, let's debunk. Let's debunk, let's debunk, let's debunk. Boo Productions study pride. Fake hauntings just won't survive. Let's seek the truth and get it right, and debunk those lies hidden in the night. Let's debunk, let's debunk. Productions, here we go, bringing you the truth about the paranormal. Not letting the fakers spread lies and junk. Let's investigate it, let's debunk. Let's debunk, let's debunk, let's debunk. Productions study pride.
Hey, what is up, boobies?
Hello.
Let's go ahead and list the people that are here first. Hello, Michael Burkeen. He was first. I see Ghost Cats. How are you? Pomp is in the house. Thank you for sharing to Facebook and Discord. And Pomp will be back. Sky Talker is cooking ghosts. That's awesome. Hello, Miss Mayhem. How are you?
Okay, can't see with them on, can't see without them on.
That is what it is. We're old and blind. Hello, Candy. How
I got
are
a
you?
headache, so.
Yeah, it's god damn. It is so freaking hot today. Oh, it's horrible.
I was even hot at work, which I'm never hot at work, and I was hot at work today.
Hey, Laura from Ross side. How are you? Joe is in the house. Hello, Joe. I talked to Joe last night for, I don't know, it was over an hour. Joe and Dawn.
Until you had to come and release me.
No, that was during the talk.
I know, until
Yeah.
you had to.
Yeah, Joe and Dawn were
release me.
interviewing me, and Dana got stuck in her hammock. I had to go get her out.
Happens all the time.
Yep. Hello, Cree. How are you? Dawn is in the house. Hello, Dawn. How are you? I think she's actually at Joe's house. I think. Heart Investigations. Hello. I did get your server invite today, and it's all good. I check Discord just so everybody knows, like once every 2 weeks. So if you message me on there and I don't answer, I'm not being an asshole. I
used to,
don't check.
well, yeah, if they do the boo one, I sometimes will catch those, but I don't catch yours.
Hello, Florio. How are you? Getting down to the bottom. Mystic Meemaw's in the house. Hello. Yeah, that's goddamn. I need to raise the energy level somehow.
I have not been sleeping well, so I'm like, ugh.
I'm still recovering from ghost hunting Saturday, which I'm going to go over why I did not go live Saturday from
But
Collingwood.
it's funny because
A little wandering, weren't you?
I was up the entire time that you were gone.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even go to bed until you were back, which is weird.
When I do something like that, I cannot come home and go straight to bed. So I was up till like 3:30 in the morning.
I went to bed after you came home.
Hello, W. Collier.
I didn't go to bed right away, though.
And we are down to the bottom. If I missed anybody, I apologize. You guys all know I'm an idiot, so it's all good.
I am sorry. Whew.
Hello, Calamity. How are you? So, yeah, I did not go live. And this is where if Goth Gal's in here, she's going to go, I gave you the password, you dumbass. Because I went to do a live session in the basement at the very end. And I had zero service. Like, I couldn't even open YouTube. So that's why I didn't go live.
And I wasn't
Saturday
with
night.
you, so.
You wouldn't have had service. Yeah, but we could have jumped on the Wi-Fi, but I forgot we had access to it because Goth Gal gave us the password a couple weeks ago. So that is on me, my bad. Every time we go there, we went with 10 people. So it was rush, and this and that and the other thing. Hang on. Before I'll say something. We still gotta, let's see, we gotta do that interview still. I'll message you on Discord with dates and just answer on your weekly check-in. Yep. Okay. Sounds good. I interviewed for one of her videos that's coming up, and there's some follow-up questions. Let's see. Oh, that's all right, Calamity. The internet sucks. No, it doesn't. But in the basement of the Collingwood Arts Center. What's up, asshole? Fuck you, Jamie. How's it going, Jamie? How are you? But in the basement of the Collingwood Arts Center, there's zero cell service. So I could not
I get
go
better
live even if I
cell
want
service
to.
than you usually.
But I even had my phone out of my case because I have
But
to
I'm
do
just
that.
saying, I usually have better than you. So
You guys did get a bonus live on Saturday because I thought it was members only. I don't know why I can't figure out how to do that. I've done it before. What am I doing wrong? Hey, Goth Gal, we were just talking about you because you gave me the Wi-Fi password and I neglected to use it, and that's why I didn't go live on Saturday night because I didn't have cell service because I forgot that I could jump on the Wi-Fi. But it was at the end of the night too, and it would have been a 30-minute live session though, but I was going to do an alone session in the what we call the pentagram room, where there's a pentagram drawn on the floor in the basement. It's crazy. Yeah, it probably would have taken me 10 minutes just to find out how to go live on YouTube because I never do that. I always do it with StreamYard. Yeah, the basement has all the internets. Yeah, it probably would have been a really good Wi-Fi signal. But Gothcal, I did get to talk to Lexi that night and Jason, which I was glad to make those contacts. What is it? What is a FFF? What is an FFF? Fucking friends forever? I don't know. Sky Talker's yelling at you for yawning.
I know, I'm sorry, but I've not been sleeping well at all.
Joe, I probably don't want to Google that.
I'm Googling it for him.
Oh, no. Be prepared to get viruses in your phone. It's probably some crazy porn. Hey, Christopher Campbell, how are you? Yeah, we're trying not to yawn. But it happens. And it's like almost, Jamie's like, yeah, you pussy. We deal with that every day in March. But it's like, it feels over 100.
Oh, there's lots of different meanings for it.
It's in the upper 90s and feels. Follow for follow.
That's one.
I don't think that's what he meant, though.
That's one of them.
Yeah. What's the other one? Foreign female. Are you guys calling each other flat foreign females? We won't have any of that shit on this channel. That's not 3Fs, though. That's FFS.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Jesus.
Whatever.
Yeah, Christopher, it's 96. Jesus, I don't know where you live, but we live in Toledo, Ohio, which is right by the Michigan border. And it is
we are at
blazing.
Right now, let's see, what is our temperature right
But it's
now?
that feels like over 100 thing. And I'm not a fan of summer. Like I could go. I'm not one that you'll ever catch sitting out in
right
the
now
sun.
it feels like it's 95.
Okay.
So it's gotten a little
But
cooler.
the sun's going down a little bit.
No.
But I'm not one that you'll ever find.
No. Sorry. Oh yeah, no, I thought that was Germany. No, we're good.
Okay. Yeah, you won't catch me sitting in the sun unless I'm forced to because
He thought I was
I'm a shade tree
crazy because I didn't during the day I did not go outside because it was hot. So it was like what 8:30,
Mhm.
and I went out in my hammock because it wasn't as hot. And he goes, "It's still too hot to be out
It
here."
wasn't
I'm like,
as hot, but
"No,
it's still
it's
over
not."
90, wasn't it? Or
No.
upper 80s.
It was in the 80s.
That's still fuck the 80s.
I like the warmth, but
I like
also like
60s and 70s. I like to wear a hoodie. Okay.
I mean, I don't like it I like it like 65 to 75 is like perfect, but I don't mind hot weather either because I like being at the beach
The
and
max-
the water and
Oh, Joe sent me a message. Apparently, he's going to give us the true meaning of FFF. Don't say that on there. Okay.
Okay, I didn't look up the Urban Dictionary. Maybe I should have done that.
Yeah, we won't be repeating that on the live stream. You guys,
That's funny.
if you know, you know. If you don't know, I don't know that we found that one on the internet. Better bring a Speedo. See, Jamie, that Alabama just scares me. That the heat down there is just,
I've been down there. It's not bad.
oh.
I also went in November though too. So,
Yeah.
well, no, I went to I went to Mississippi
Actually-
in the summertime. It wasn't bad.
Wait, do you live in Alabama? No, they
He
live
lives
in Louisiana.
in Louisiana.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Still, that's just as bad. Yep. Hello, Shadow Cat. How are you doing? Need to come to Iowa. Have I been to Iowa?
Oh my
Have I
God.
been through Iowa?
All right. I'm sorry. Whoever lives in Iowa, I hate Iowa. Oh my gosh. When we would have to drive through Iowa, it was the worst state to drive through.
Because it's flat and corn.
No, that, and you have wind farms.
No.
So, and it's not flat, it's just hilly, but it's corn or wind farms. And when you're doing that oh my gosh, that would be, I hate it. I am
You
so
just hurt my
glad.
feelings.
I just am so glad that my daughter does not, we don't have to go see her there
Well,
anymore.
she was in Nebraska, which, ooh.
Yeah. They had all kinds, their weather was crazy. How many times did she have where their pipes broke or
Yeah, but that's their fault because they didn't turn the heat on high enough.
well, one time.
I think the second time was too, because she told me what she had it set at, and it wasn't.
Well, no, the one time when Maggie got waterboarded, that wasn't her fault. That was when they had that sub-zero
Wait,
weather.
Stop. We better explain this, otherwise people are going to be like, "What do you fucking mean?"
So
Maggie got waterboarded.
yeah, and so Maggie's a dog,
A big dog.
a big
She's
dog.
practically a horse.
Yeah, she's like 150 pounds. She's
Great
a
Dane.
Great Dane. So my daughter was at work, and they had sub-zero weather, and so she had to report, but she left Maggie. She came home on her lunch break to check her, so she was gone for like 4 hours, and their pipes burst, like not just in one place, like everywhere in their house. I mean, they had like 2 feet of water in their house. Everything just trashed. Poor Maggie, the worst of all the breaks, shot Maggie's cage was in the corner, because at that point they just when they were gone, they put her in her kennel. She had the water squirting at her they don't know how, but because of the amount of water, they think it was at least 3 hours. She had water shooting at her. Luckily, my daughter's supervisors were very nice and let her, after she found out what was going on, they let Maggie come back to the base with her, because they lived on base, so Maggie could go to work with her because she didn't have anything else to do with it. I mean, so everybody took turns walking Maggie and out of the room, because she couldn't go back where they worked, so everybody took turns with her. But yeah, Iowa. Ooh.
No, but that was in Nebraska.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Iowa, driving that, that was probably my worst one
Hey,
driving.
Carla, how are you? Yeah, we did extensive 2x4 research last night with Joe and Dawn.
Well, you did.
Yes.
I was hammocking.
It was a very long conversation about 2x4s and framing lumber. Someday I think you guys will get to see it. And I got to be careful with what I say about what we talked about, because it's a secret. A lot of secrets in the paranormal. Man, we're losing viewers like crazy. What's going on? Do we suck that bad tonight?
What do you mean?
We're losing people.
Somebody says they're having issues with their internet, though. A couple people.
Or is it us? Did we see? This is what I don't like. It's showing that we're on Wi-Fi,
But it doesn't show a signal.
I'm hardwired to the computer, so I don't know.
But I mean, I'm still.
Guys, are we like freezing or lagging or anything like that? Can you let me know? Because on our end, everything looks fine. Put a zip file when I try to download, and it would not load. So another thing too. Yeah, FFF means fun framing friends. Okay, Joe, tell yourself that. If it makes you sleep at night. We should probably talk about the paranormal again sometime.
Sometime.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we haven't talked anything paranormal in weeks. What should we talk about? What do you guys want to talk about paranormal wise? Let me know.
Questions.
Hello, Julianne. Oh, we are freezing
Freezing
out.
off
God
on
damn
and
it.
off. I wonder why.
Is there a computer setting I can fiddle with? Because I am hardwired into the
I
router.
can only see out of one eye. Ah, okay.
No, she's probably got something going on. Sky Talker, thank you for the gifted Boo membership. We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Oh, so there you go.
What? There's been issues with YouTube live streams, so not necessarily an issue on your end. Okay, yeah, I was like, because I pay for like good internet, like, you know what I mean. We've got the upgraded package for our internet, and like I said, I hardwired into the router, so we're not even on the Wi-Fi. We have our first question. Do you believe the Warrens were genuine? No. I used to. I was hook, line, and sinker. I fucking love them. That Ghost Boy photo that Kenny ripped apart, I thought was legit. I thought it was a, crazy paranormal catch. It was a good catch, this and that. I believed it all. But then I started finding people like Kenny and Stevie and Florio, and it's like, wait a minute.
And it's funny because I always Jeff can vouch. I would a lot of times ask questions about stuff that were like odd to me, and I would get like frustrated. That's why I probably didn't do as much a lot of times, but yeah.
Thank you, Sky, again for another gifted membership. Whoever gets that, it doesn't show me who gets it, so be sure and thank Sky for that. Sky Talker, our Australian buddy that makes sock puppets. Do you ever walk into a place and get a vibe like it might be haunted or it's just some walls?
Yep.
I do. Yes.
I can go past them. This is funny because there's a place called Put-in Bay, and it's an island, and it's got a lot of history to it.
You guys should have let me go Bigfoot hunting, but
no, we wouldn't let. Yeah, that's another thing. But it's so funny because there is one place. There's this one house when we're going to the.
Is it that lighthouse?
No. But I'm talking that one house, like when we're going to like that beach area that has like the big cement blocks in front of it.
Okay.
That long road we go to.
But I think that one house that's at the park that's on like
haunted.
A point is
that is for sure haunted.
But they don't let people in there.
No, and it's crazy though because this house going out to the one point of the island. Every year, Jeff and I am like, yep, there's something. And I'm like, yeah, it's watching us. And I mean, and then finally they do a ghost tour and that house is on the tour now. So I'm like, okay, so yep, there's something there.
And it's an island too, where like, even like the houses that look like they're an upgraded shed are hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like real estate is prime
to
value.
Spend the night, just if you want to spend one night there in the hotels, there's a few hotels. And you do like a little motel kind of like the cheapest one. It's like $200 for like a 1 bedroom or like a 1 room bathroom combo. It's like $200.
Yep.
When it has 1 bed.
But we rented a cabin?
We rented a cabin.
And that was reasonable.
Well, it was.
That's the way to do it, though.
Yeah, if you're going to go, but you have to do it longer than a night because if you do 1 night or 2 nights, it's more expensive than if you do like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which we did a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But also you figure we divided that between 10 of us. Yeah.
But there were enough beds. It's not like we were sleeping on couches.
No, everybody had a bed, but we also then had we had a kitchen. We had 2 bathrooms. We had, we had place. 2 golf carts. Yeah, it was really nice.
That's the way to do it if you're going to go spend the night there. Pop, we wouldn't tell you to piss off over that question. Come on, man. Kenny is a party pooper. I will say that till the day I die. Have you guys all seen Dawson's new video? I'm in it. And I'm not saying this because I'm in it. inside guys in it.
Oh, Kenny Biddle's here.
But oh shit, I wouldn't have done that, Kenny, if I knew he was here. Sorry, Kenny, that slipped. That was my brain got fried today from the heat here in Ohio. What was I saying? What was I talking about?
I don't know.
Damn it. It's amazing how Dawson's video, it was really, really good. His video about Brushy Mountain. So if you guys haven't seen that yet, go check it out. Kenny Biddle did his video on the Monroe house. That is out now too, from when me and him and Joe went there. And Joe, I know you're going to sit there and say lame, but I thought Joe's video was really, really good because it wasn't so much investigation based. It was the conversations that we had. It was the, going back and forth that we had with each other and stuff. So I thought, because that's what I wanted to do, because we really had some good conversations.
There was a question in here I
was
saw,
there?
or a comment.
We're up pretty far. Like, we're
Yeah,
pretty far
because I've
behind.
not been keeping up.
Nope,
Yeah,
Sky Talker with another gifted. Thank you very much. That's 3 tonight. Thank Miss Sky if you guys got it.
there it is. They do have 2 caves. Yep, there is a speakeasy that's pretty cool to go to.
The cave though, is one of the caves the one that me and Aaron went in?
Yes, the
Okay.
one cave is
That's
at
cool.
the Heinemann's
Winery. Yep.
and then there's another cave if you go across the street where the putt-putt course is. They have a cave as well.
Yeah. And it's full of crystals.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool. It's worth doing.
I
I don't know what they charge for it.
No, but we always have fun going to the winery because that's like right off the bat, 10 o'clock in the morning. What, five
Yeah,
five
we go to
bottles
Clinton
of
Bay.
wine?
We're pretty happy by like 11.
Yeah. And then by
morning.
then, because we do 10 o'clock, we do do that, but then we go play putt-putt after drinking wine.
Mhm.
And then
And
Then
when
we
I say
drive
happy,
around-
I mean really happy.
yeah, and then we
Right.
drive around a little bit, and then we go hit for the Bloody Marys. So it's like, oof,
Oh yeah, they got a bar there that like is known for their Bloody Marys.
Mary. So we always have to go there.
Yep.
And then of course, Jeff and Blake's favorite
yeah.
spot is
The Mojito
the
Bar.
Mojito Bay.
We double fist them. We're
They-
yeah.
They sneak off to go back to,
Yeah, we got to go pee. We'll be right back.
and then they leave, and so somebody has to follow them, so we know.
But at least
But
they
now we
know
have
where we're at.
trackers on you guys now, so at least we know if you guys
Hey
are
Kristen,
there,
how are you?
we can go elsewhere and
least
then
they know
just
where
leave you
we're at.
guys there.
Like,
So
we're not hard to find. We're not.
no.
Now, hey Firefight Kelly, how are you? Pinky, it looks like is in here. Hello.
Yeah.
Now, I'm
Kels.
telling you, hello Kels. There's got to be a Bigfoot on that island. And the one night that we went there and stayed the weekend, I was determined at like midnight to find the golf cart keys
And mind
to
you,
go look for Bigfoot.
it's
And I was
pitch black.
shit faced.
Pitch black.
No, it's not Kelly's Island, it's Put in Bay.
Kelly's
close.
Island. I think Kelly's Island might have one too. I know
Yeah, I
they
think they
have
got
the
some
glaciers
reports.
though. I do know they have the glaciers there where you can walk there and you can see how the glaciers kind of went
Mhm.
through the island. I do know that. I don't know if they have a cave there, but I know the caves. They do have the 2 caves on Putin Bay.
And it is the longest I'm maybe in the world. Is it the
Longest bar?
Horseshoe Bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the longest single bar
Not
in the
Horseshoe.
country, if not the world.
Is it the Horseshoe Bar or no? Long?
No, the round.
No, the round bar isn't it?
No, that's a small one. Duh.
Oh my gosh.
I forget what it is. Jesus Christ. But it is the longest single bar. This bar just weaves in throughout the whole entire
They
place.
have the best
Crazy.
Jello shots there.
Yeah,
They
do.
come in
in a
a
shot,
syringe, so they're like a shot. Yeah,
Yep.
those are pretty good.
Yep.
Lemon drops there are pretty good too.
What did Dawn say? Say it again. A little people mad at us because they thought Joe filmed a documentary. It wasn't a documentary. I don't think it was a YouTube video.
Oh, this is cool. They go to Kelly's every summer.
Oh, cool.
This is funny. When I was in band, that's where we went to band camp for a week every year.
Remember that time at band camp?
Yeah, this one time at band camp,
Hello, Michael Smart.
pretty much. But we would go
Hope I said that right.
and we'd stay at the 4-H camp every year. So
Kenny Biddle fully supports bars. I do too. I am a big fan of bars. Short ones, small ones, fat ones, like whatever. It don't
We
matter.
hit. I can't tell you how many bars
Bars
we
are
hit.
like boobies. They're all good.
I don't think we've ever hit every single bar at Put-in Bay. We've never been able to do that because we have to stop at Molito Bay and get stuck. Because I'd want to go to the Margarita. Well,
I don't know
used
where
to
these
want to go to-
pools are that are always on YouTube and
Those are at the hotels.
Jesus Christ!
But I would not go
get
there.
crazy. I would never get in that water. I guarantee it's like a
Mhm.
toilet. I guarantee you, it is. It's like that's where the beautiful people go, like the 20-somethings that don't like to wear many clothes.
Yeah, it gets
And
bad.
it gets crazy in those pools. Did you guys read the Warren's Demonology book? And do you believe what it said about the experience? I did not read it, but Chris did a. Yeah, it was. I think he did the Demonologist, where he read the chapters for the Patreon channel that I was doing all the work for. So I heard quite a bit of it in editing that stuff, and I believed it then, but I don't now. I don't believe it. Kenny, don't hate me for this, but I do think there was something to Amityville when the Lutzes lived there. But I think it was because George Lutz was into some weird shit. I don't think it was the house. I think it was him. But then there was a lot of drugs and shit going on too. So I don't know. It's hard to say.
9 ounces.
Is a bar in the States the same as here? 9 ounces. No, a bar is like where you put your drink on. You guys would have probably last night. Okay.
Oh, they call
cool.
them pubs. So yeah.
At the pub. What do you guys? What else do they call bars? They call them something else too. I feel.
Dives. Neighborhood hangout.
It's a pub. Mystic Meemaw corrected him, or
Yeah.
gave some intel, I should say. Where was the cold spot at, Goth Gal? We went there Saturday night, and I'll be honest, like it was dead. I've got a little complaint though, and I'm probably gonna say something, and I'm not like gonna call them up and say I'm pissed off because this happened, but when ghost hunts are going on there, the two caretakers that are there, that live there, should not be wandering the halls and slamming doors and this and that and the other thing, because there was a couple times where a door slammed, so we'd go run up and it's those guys went outside. It's like, God damn it, so I'm just gonna I think call there sometime and suggest that those guys be careful when they got people ghost hunting in there. If they got stuff to do, they got stuff to do, but maybe close the door slowly so it doesn't slam. Because especially the doors that go outside where everybody goes to smoke,
yeah.
You can hear that all throughout the whole basement. So,
And we've had that happen before where we've been, and it's like we've come running down a hallway because we thought we had something.
Yep. And my ear was all clogged up Saturday, so that's probably why, but I was hearing voices all night. But then other people were saying it too, so I don't know. If it was natural building activity, that's the most I've ever seen.
I'm not wondering if I couldn't sleep because I was super anxious here. So I don't know if it was just from a distance I was being anxious.
Yeah, Kenny, that bugged me because you don't know if it's them. You don't know, you know what I mean? It's so once you see them roaming the halls and slamming doors, you have to assume it's them. As far as if you're going to show people hey, we caught this door slam, but it's probably these guys because they like to walk around when people are ghost hunting there. And I'm not picking on the guys. I'm not, they probably just don't think of it that way because they're not there as caretakers of the paranormal investigators. They're there as caretakers of the building. But it's you don't need to take care of anything at 11 o'clock on a Saturday night, in my opinion. James, how are you?
That's funny, Pop, because we have more restaurants.
Another thing too, we are called Holy Toledo for a reason. We have more churches per capita than
more restaurants.
I think any other city. And yeah, Toledo is a lot of restaurants will try out stuff here. If Taco Bell's going to throw something on the menu new,
Taco Bell, Wendy's,
And even new restaurant
Burger
chains,
King.
they test market
Even
Toyota
now,
for some reason.
Chipotle's doing it, and a couple of the other ones. We get a lot of different, like we get new stuff before everybody else just to try it.
Yep, and if it doesn't test well here, a lot, sometimes.
But
it doesn't
even
make
like
it
in
nationwide.
the name or like restaurants like Chili's
Mhm.
and Applebee's, BJ's, things like that. We get a lot of that. Trials first.
So it was right at the main intersection when you first go through them. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Wait, right at the main intersection when you first.
So right
Go
when you
through-
go in the first door,
Oh, that's
before you go
always
in the doors to the left of the hall.
okay. So I can vouch for that. That always has a cold spot, always, and it doesn't matter what time of year. It always has a cold spot, and it just
I'll tell you
It's
this: I
not-
don't think it's air conditioning.
no, it's not, and it's just random because it's not always like in a set single spot, but in that area. If you just, it's like you just have to maybe just hit it right, but it is in that area always. There's always a cold spot.
So Shadowcat, I got a funny story about them debunking the door at the Monroe house. I was outside. They were slamming that goddamn door so hard inside. It's an interior door.
Oh,
And him and Joe were playing around with this thing, and they were just, I was like, Jesus Christ, what are they doing? I thought they were remodeling. They were slamming that thing so freaking hard. It was funny. But Kenny had his level out, all kinds of stuff. But which you should take things like that when you go investigate. That's one thing. Kenny doesn't talk to walls like the rest of us goofballs do. Kenny goes and investigates the claims. The only issue, and I don't have an issue with this, but like Kenny, I don't know if you saw Dawson's video yesterday where he says he saw a shadow guy. I 1000% believe him because I was there. I saw the excitement. He didn't have his camera on. So absolutely no proof. He did go through to make sure it wasn't me or side-eye guy. And, it's hard to debunk a personal experience like that.
mm-hmm.
Fully and truly, like 100% debunk it. You can debunk certain things like
You want to come say hi?
we did
here.
do an experiment. This is in Joe's, was it in Joe's video? No,
Yes, come
it
say
was
hi.
in Kenny's video where
You haven't said hi in a while. Come on.
she's like, it's hot. I'm just
I
laying on the
know.
floor.
Come on. She just got a bath, so she's all soft and
off.
pretty. Yeah, she's not happy with Mama. Come here.
She doesn't like to bathe. Please don't let her scratch me.
I won't.
Hi,
Say
Miss
hi.
Say hello.
Say hi. Oh, thank you.
The door. Okay. So the door at the Monroe house
Here
isn't
you
really a
go.
claim. As
Take
far
the
as we
rose.
determined,
Thank you.
it was
Thank
only
you.
thought that the noise was the door.
Thanks.
Okay. There's no evidence
Okay,
to say that.
we'll
it was.
let you down.
Gotcha. But
Okay.
man, you guys were in there just wham! I heard that outside. I was like, Jesus. I think they're remodeling in there. But yeah, Dawson did. So when Dawson had that experience, within a couple minutes, I think, within a couple minutes, I came out, and he's like, he was really excited, and he did see something for sure. Ouch! God damn it! Don't scratch me.
Come here. Come on. Reverse now. Reverse out.
in Dawson,
Come on.
like he's
Come on.
credible to me. I'm not gonna
Good girl.
say he's never wrong, but he's not going to lie and make things
Good
up.
job.
And that I've had an experience like that too, where you can tell that dude saw what he says he saw. Yes, exactly. They are impossible. That's why some of the residential cases that we've done, it's like, okay, I can debunk this and I can debunk that, but I can't debunk that because there's no way to debunk it, because how can I say that you did or didn't have a shadow person standing over your bed at night? You can't.
Pretty much.
I mean, you can try and recreate it, like if it was something that happened often, but like, there's no way. Meemaw, I would love to tell you what he saw, but I don't want to spoil his video. So I'm going to ask that you go watch his video, because and honest to God, I really think he did a really, really good job on that video. God, I've got heartburn so bad. Oh,
You need a pill?
no, I took one.
No.
It just hasn't hit yet. I will never understand slamming doors, banging on floors, running back and forth just to get a door to open. when none of that was done. When I mean, I think a lot of people jump up and down to say that, like, you know, it doesn't open and close on its own. I think it's more of a, it doesn't,
Boobies.
you know, but there are, whose video did I see recently? Oh, it was
Boobies.
Beardo talking about 30 East Drive. They determined that there is a certain floorboard that makes a door open or close. I forget which one it was, but they debunked that a long time ago. Yet this paranormal team was in there and saying that they thought it was paranormal. But they already know that it's like there's a certain board that you step on, a certain step you take, and the door opens.
God damn it.
Oh, she's in there trying to eat food. That little. Oh, that's Bubba. Oh
no,
no, it's
that's
not.
Bubba.
Okay.
Bubba don't do stuff like that.
Yes,
Only
he
Boo.
does. He does
What
every
are
once in a
you
while.
doing?
Sorry, Boo's trying to help herself to chicken fried rice that I made. Okay, I'm missing something here. Okay, yeah, you saw his video. So yeah, for everybody that hasn't, I don't want to spoil what he saw, but he's very clear in the story in his video what he says he saw. And like I said, I 100% believe him because I walked up on him right after he saw it. And that's why I tell people always leave your camera on. I leave mine on all the time. That's why I got side eye guy's face probably 25,000 times. I disagree. You can't tell that he saw what he believes he saw. Sure, he had an experience, but we can. No, and I agree with that too. I mean, I see it both ways. Like I really do. But one thing, Kenny, we can agree on. If he says he saw it, he saw it or he thinks he saw it, but he's not lying about it. You know what I mean? Because Dawson's not going to lie. You can't convince me that. No, nor would you even try. You know Dawson too. So 2-ply with the $20. Thank you so much, Jeff. You are awesome. Is that what you wanted me to say? Yeah. I mean, I texted you. Like, I thought it was pretty clear what I wanted you to say. Just kidding, Jamie. Jamie's awesome too. You guys, would you please do a fucking Saturday Night Live or something like that? Because I cannot get there at noon on Saturdays. I'm always doing something.
Right now, a lot of times we do.
Right. So for fuck's sake, do something that normal people can watch. I'm just kidding.
Wait, this weekend, you might be able to do it this weekend if they go live.
No, I'll probably have to cut somebody's goddamn grass.
No.
Either ours or the in-laws or.
Because that's our shut-in day. Saturday
Saturday night is the shut-in day.
But no, because Saturday around noon is when everybody starts shooting off. So it's shut off. It's our shut-in day.
I like the 4th of July and I like fireworks, but unfortunately we have a dog that doesn't. And this time of year sucks.
Poor baby. He gets highly medicated and all our windows are closed. All our doors stay closed. All the fans are on, the air conditioning, all the TVs, all the radios. And then he's got his nice cozy blanket in the bathroom and his pillow and his water and
knock on wood, that poor dog is going to pass away on the 4th of July. I'm telling you right now.
I mean, he's highly medicated.
I've never seen a dog get that freaked out.
It's better since we started medicating him because we start medicating him in the morning. So by the time the fireworks are going, he's
good.
I will send an alarm.
Awesome. Thanks, Jimmy.
So that he knows.
Because I love your lives. I can't make it.
Yeah, it's hard sometimes.
Yeah. And
now the following Saturday is a no-go.
Sometimes too, guys, I'm gonna like confess that like sometimes I'll listen to lives, but I don't.
Did you hear?
What's that?
This Saturday I will be at night because we have
a play. So you guys are 2.5 play. Yeah, you guys, if she's doing volleyball and softball both, you guys are going to be busy people. She's licking something else up there. I heard a spoon.
It's a spoon. I let her have the spoon.
Okay. We sacrificed the spoon to the Miss Boo.
Mm-hmm. I figure that will keep her busy for a little bit.
In theory. Hey, Destination Spooky Victor, how are you? He was supposed to go.
What?
That was the one I was reading. I was supposed to go live Saturday, Jeff, but I thought you were going live. I thought I was going live too. And I explained that I probably should explain it again because we do have new people. I couldn't even open YouTube. The service was so bad.
Come here.
So couldn't do it.
Hey,
Um,
come here.
if my dumbass would have remembered that Feral Goth Gal gave me the Wi-Fi password.
And he had my phone, he would have been okay.
No, even with my phone, I would have been okay.
No, actually, usually if we go live, it's when I'm there because I remember to do that.
Well,
stuff.
not only that
He
too,
doesn't.
but you guys got to realize so when I walk around this building, I've got this big ass. Do you want to grab the backpack or not?
No, it's too heavy.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And it's an army backpack.
It's so if you guys have ever played PUBG, it's a level 3 backpack.
I'll go get it.
This thing is massive and it's stuffed full. So I have that I'm wearing. I have 2 cameras on 2 tripods that I'm carrying.
Oh my god.
So it's hard to like. Let's just show the level 3. Look at this thing. Look at this. This is what I carry around a fucking building. And you know what? I think all I pulled out of it was one of those little dinger bells. So.
And then you wonder why I carry a little backpack that has a pad of paper and a pen.
Yep. But then she's got her phone, which that's why when she goes with us, it's just easy for her to just go live.
Well, that and because I do it for Togs too.
Yeah. So.
That's
but I fully intended to go live. Exactly, Hart. It's a level 3. She gets the fucking joke. That's a PUBG reference. That is my level 3. Dana's got a level 1.
no, my
yours is
my
level
blue
1.
one's
No.
a level 2.
No, it is not.
Oh no, my black one's a
Trust
level
me.
1. My blue one's a level 2.
You never played PUBG.
It's
a level 1.
2. No, it's a level 2. That damn dog wants to go outside.
Let's see here.
Oh,
So, Victor, I'm sorry if I ruined your.
you gotta
Put you on
tell
that
him we have
stupid button.
demonic stuff coming up too.
Yeah, we got another.
So that's going to be on my channel though.
We might film some more Demon Chicken. And that's going to be on Mrs. Boo's channel, though. We're going to put stuff like that on Mrs. Boo's channel. I want to do a video on our weekend at the Special Olympics, too. But that would be on Mrs. Boo's channel. Because I thought we either got to put that kind of stuff over there, or I want to do a second channel because I'd love to film golfing and just different activities that I do, going out on my kayak, just shit like that. But it would not fit on the Boo channel. So
it's going on Mrs. Boo.
Yeah. But then we don't want to load Mrs. Boo's channel up with Jeff kayaking and golfing and shit like that. So
Why? Because I'm going to start videotaping you doing stupid stuff. So, and it's going on there.
better have a camera up like pretty much all the time.
Who's to say that I haven't been recording you and you haven't known?
I mean, it's very possible because it's like, so if I have this light on in my face, I can't see over there when that room is black at night. And she knows that. Let's tell about the time that you tried to kill me.
I didn't try to kill
Yes, you did.
you. No.
I was playing 7 Days to Die. And when you come up, when a zombie finds you, it's scary. Okay? They freak out. As soon as that happened, she was up behind me and grabbed my shoulders and went, ah! And I had headphones on. Fuck, I really, honest to God, I thought I was going to die. I really did. my heart like hurt.
Hence, from that day forward, his chair has never faced, he always faces
Yes.
a doorway.
I won't put my back to the door anymore. Because she used to do it all the
But
time.
I did do something to him too. Behind here is a big picture window, and we didn't always have these closed at night. I think after I did this to him, I think that's when he started keeping them closed all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I came and scared the crap out of him here too.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was actually talking to someone.
She's trying to kill me.
He
not
was
even
talking
joking.
to somebody, and I just came to the window and went, ah.
She loves doing that. Like, she doesn't understand that, like, I'm going to have a heart attack one of these days. Getting older now. 7 Days to Die is a very, very tense game. It's fun. Yeah, there's like jump scares and shit in there.
Yeah, now I kind of would watch now to see what game he was playing. So
Yeah, I mean, YouTube is a weird thing because like if you're into 3 or 4 different things, like you with the paranormal, the gaming, and let's say maybe you like to review music or something like that. Like it's not YouTube doesn't like that. They want me to put out because the first videos that I put out were reaction videos. That's what YouTube wants me to put out. I've got 7 or 8 at least investigation videos to put out.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, one, they don't do well. They do take a lot longer to edit. Plus, I'm trying to figure out a way to make them interesting. So, let's see. Anyone can misinterpret.
See, but
I agree with that. Kenny. I do agree with that.
It's not just doing that though, because I just scare you out of like.
You do it for fun.
I do.
She has no problem trying to kill me.
I'm not trying to kill you. It's just fun.
You're not trying to, but that's going to be what happens. I'm
It's
just telling you.
Just like you're so ticklish.
Very ticklish.
See
Yes.
now, wait. Take down Kenny's comment.
Sorry, Kenny. I've been ordered. Don't
Right?
do it. Just don't fucking do it.
I don't even see what I mean. I don't even have to do anything, and that's what he goes to.
It's the way God made me. Okay, just don't. Not my
I don't
fault.
even have to say.
Hey Raven, how are you?
Don't even have to say anything. Don't have to even do anything.
Look, I covered my titties already because I'm scared.
But I could do something else.
Oh shit! I'm crossing my legs now. This is horrible. Please don't do
See,
anything.
I just moved my arm, and he freaks out.
I know what
What
you're
the hell are
thinking.
you doing?
Cover my belly button because you like to poke it.
I can do that too.
Don't do that, please. I'm having problems with
I
my
know
ears.
that ear. I'm not going to.
I'm having problems with both.
See, but I can even just do this. You guys can't see. I'm just doing his leg.
That's not really bugging me. She is waiting for an opportunity, Kenny. She always is.
I can do that. See, look at just.
Please don't. This is this is not good live streaming entertainment here. People don't want to see this shit. What do you people want to see? What should we talk about?
See, look at. He's just.
These snapping sounds. Please quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I need some I was thinking just taping some bottle caps on it, on my titties. We call it titty armor.
Yeah,
Brought-
I
brought to you
literally
by
can just,
Labatt's.
do this.
Yeah, please. Yeah, James, it's not my fault.
And then it's
Which is funny because I don't get scared easy.
No. And it's funny because I can sucker him in. He's like, oh, know what he's like? You know how Lucy holds the football
Exactly.
and then it's taken away?
And I tell her that every time. I'm like, no, I'm not fucking stupid. I'm not Charlie Brown.
But then he falls for it.
But
It's
then-
not Charlie Brown. Who is it? Charlie Brown that does? He
Yeah.
does. She does it too.
Yeah, she puts the ball on Charlie Brown and fucking poor little guy falls over. And I tell you, I'm not falling for that Charlie Brown shit, Lucy.
Jeffrey, you do it every
That I
single
do.
time because then I'm like, Jeffrey, I'm not going to do it. I
But
promise. And
She'll
then I
show
do
boobs
something
and
else.
stuff like that. So.
Oh, my little
lots of
hands?
little hands.
Oh.
We need to get some Boo custom made little hands. Actually, she does have some custom made
Actually,
ones.
like that's a custom one.
Yeah.
And actually, yeah, where it is
What's
there?
Yeah, that was supposed to.
This
go
was
side-eye
supposed to
guy.
be side eye, guys, but
She forgot.
I forgot to put it in his bag because it's got a little spider, it's got his bracelet, and it's got his little ring. And then this one, I don't know who I made this one for, but it never went. So it's a leopard print one. And then I haven't done any more recently, but sometimes if people order certain things, and actually I could actually start selling these on Fourth Wall, but I don't know if I can keep up with. And like I can do it where if I do sell them on Fourth Wall, I could have them just ship. I could ship them, or I can ship these to them and then they could ship, but it's still probably going to be.
There's a dog knocking on the door.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I do have. So usually, if we meet
But
somebody in person,
Dawson has the middle finger one, right?
yes.
Yeah. He said, I'm totally mounting this on my
Yeah.
dashboard.
Usually, if we meet somebody in person, is when they get them.
Yep. So yeah, that was, like I said, that's why we did not go live Saturday night, and then we got distracted with tickling and picking on my nips and all that shit. So Yeah, Jamie, she'll have to make you some custom Boo Productions little hands.
Usually if they order keychains or pens is when they get those too.
No. Where'd she go? Squirrels? No, it wasn't the squirrels this time. It was the dogs were outside. We can't leave them out very long
It's
because
too hot.
it's whoa.
And there's no shade for them right now, and it's
My God, I opened that car door to go pick them up. I got in there, motherfucker. I don't think I've ever been that hot in a car. I couldn't breathe. I was like, whoa! I
I had
stepped
to
out.
hit my inhaler
my
when I got in
God.
the car after work. I even I opened the door
Oh, your
and
car
then I
gets
opened
hot.
the back door, and I still, when I got in, I still was short of breath. So, and that's why I'm coughing a lot, is because I'm a little bit short of breath because it's so hot.
Mhm.
And so, and my allergies are just still not the best, but
That's probably what we're going to get tomorrow night, Hart. I think they're talking
Yeah.
for storms tomorrow night. But when it's 90 and humid, I mean, it doesn't even have to be that weather pattern. It could be they just pop up. So, ow, God damn it, fucking hurt. Oh shit! Why'd you do that?
because you weren't expecting
Now I
it.
got to sit like this all damn night. Anyone want to let me? Oh, Calamity, is that a UK thing? Because yeah, he's in the UK. Hey Wayne, how are you, buddy? Yeah, that was a ninja attack, Kenny. That was totally unexpected, and it hurt. I think it might be bleeding.
It's the best one is when he's editing videos late at night after I've gone to bed, and I've supposedly been in bed for a little bit, and I sneak back out because I'm so stealthy. I learned to be
Titty
very
twisters.
stealthy, and so I will walk. I mean, I walk past, and he doesn't even see me, and then I stand there, and I will throw things at him, and he doesn't even realize. Or I'll make noises.
But that I
and
know
he-
it's you.
Yeah, once
know
I
you're
throw
throwing
something.
things. It's like, okay, she's up. Where is she?
Although there have been times that it's hard for me to get, with my bad knees, it's really bad for me to get on the floor to crawl. I have gotten on the floor and crawled, and I'll come up right underneath, and then I'll just pop up because between the monitor and the desk, there's a little space, and I will actually just pop up, and I've done that once, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of fun too.
But I mean, okay, front on scares don't scare me as
Miss
bad as the
Boobs.
Miss
Booby,
Boobs.
booby, boobies.
As bad as the sneaking up behind me. That
We did talk about that, me having a jar at one point, but that ain't gonna work.
a jar.
Yeah, about every time I do something to you,
Oh, you wouldn't contribute.
I would put a
You just-
card. Yeah, I wouldn't put it. I'd just tell him he had to put it in.
It sounds like I'm like not even a man in this situation.
No,
Like I just do what you tell me to.
Jeffrey,
As I sit here and cover my nips.
we have a great relationship.
Huh?
We have a great relationship.
We do, but
Mhm.
if anybody knows what this means.
Stop with that. Stop. He did that once
I
at
know,
my
I
mom's
did.
house, and my mom
It was
went
hilarious.
off on me. And it was like, and he felt so bad afterwards because my mom
'Cause I
laid
was
into
kidding.
me. And because he was kidding, and my mom laid into me. It was like, I came out, I'm like, what the?
So if you
Did
guys
tell
don't
my
know, like
mom?
this is the international symbol, is what I'm told. If like let's say you're a girl and you're like being held against your will or something like that. You're in a restaurant or whatever, you do this. And people know that okay, you need help. So I do that sometimes just as a joke.
But he did it to my mom.
Yeah.
And this has been a while ago. And so then my mom he did because he was there, and then I was there. And then my mom, went off on me, and I was like, what the hell did I do?
Okay, so I'm not, this is going to be a very, very conceited statement to make. But your family liked me so much, I think they were kind of like, don't you dare fuck this up.
Pretty much. They did, yeah. I got scolded and said, you better not fuck this up. So, and Boo, and of course, Boo, let me tell you, she was a pain in the ass when she first started going to daycare. Every time she'd see my brother-in-law, she'd piss everywhere. She'd go every day and pee in their bedroom. I mean, she was the terrible most. And at one point, he was like, "Your mom's not gonna let her come back," and she still was able to. They figured out a way to do it. They just knew when my
Plus,
brother
luckily, Rick liked her.
Yeah,
Really, really.
he just liked her so much that it saved her little. Well, now it's a big ass, but her little ass at the point when she was little. But yeah, but yeah, I got in trouble and I got scolded that I couldn't mess it up. So
I
think I think
if shit ever gets out of control, I know what to do. I just need to go to Busha and say, listen, this is what Dana's doing. I'm gonna tell your mom.
You can't use that for
I
very
don't
much
do
longer.
that though. But I don't do that.
That was kind of bad that I just said it that
was
way.
a dark joke.
Yeah, that was. But but I think what was the shoo-in is that how you put up with me when we went on St. Patrick's Day to the Dirty Bird. I think that was just the shoo-in for the whole family because you went around and chased up gathered all the other drunks. Very nice.
I gathered all the drunks
except
up,
the one you forgot.
But I didn't know he was part of the family. I thought he was some dude that they met there, but it wasn't. It was Uncle Dave. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know he was part of your group.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've got some stories for sure.
Yep,
and we're not like mega drinkers, but there's been times when we go out.
Now I used to be the mega drinker.
We always have a driver, but when we go out, we go out.
Now I'm always the driver. So my sister,
and I'm the mega drinker.
It's either I'm always, and then my sister's the backup, but she doesn't because sometimes she drinks. So I am always the backup drink. I'm the driver all the time now because I can't drink anymore. So,
yep. Kels, I'm thinking like bottle caps and tape.
Get your butt through. Why would you stop?
It's no, because I stopped before, and what did you do? You went like this, didn't you? Stop looking at my belly button. People aren't gonna like this. Please don't.
What?
Please, Jeff, I got nipple twisted all the time for joking around. So Wayne likes it.
At one point, you did.
Is that a? I don't think I did.
Yes, you did.
I don't know. I think I was drunk. I think I was drunk and I needed the money. I'm just kidding. So apparently, is that a Crystal thing or is that a Wayne thing that you like that?
Do what?
He says he used to get nipple twisted all the time for joking around, so now he jokes around more. Insinuating that he likes it.
See, now I have a hard time because, like, I was a huge, like, well, obviously the St. Patrick's thing was a drunk fest for me when Jeff met my whole family except for my mom, and I was totally.
And I was wasted. Actually the sober one.
Yeah, with my sister, and my brother-in-law, but since I can't drink a lot, I mean, I've learned how I can drink, but I still don't drink a lot. But let me tell you, I had a sip of a margarita the other day, and I could have drank the whole freaking thing. That was when we were in Columbus for Special Olympics too. But I truly, Jeff knows how I can put away margaritas.
I think she went to the bathroom after that and kind of finished it off.
No, I didn't.
She was like, "Oh my God, that's so good."
I did. I told him, I said, if I take one sip, I'm probably going to want to drink the whole thing. And sure enough, I wanted to drink the whole thing, but I knew I couldn't because I had to drive. We were in Columbus with a lot of police officers.
I'm missing things in the chat. Jamie and Two-Ply are having Two-Ply and Sky Talker are having conversations about something. I get nipple twisted now every day. Well, and if that's your thing, Wayne, I don't judge people. Okay.
Oops.
I don't judge people. I am going to get a refill. So this is Dana talk for the next 5 minutes.
Why do you do this to me? You should know.
What do you mean?
Your punishment for not letting me do anything. You have to stay.
What do you mean I'm not letting you do anything?
Not letting me do anything.
Why do you want to do things? Why can't I get a drink? Why can't I get up?
Because.
See, she's exerting her dominance over me. And this is not fair.
He could eat. That's about as bad as what my brother did to me.
That was funny. I think we told this already, but go
Yes,
ahead, tell
we
it again.
did.
This is Dana's corner, we'll call it.
Oh my gosh.
When I take a
Yeah,
break.
so he does that, but it's like it's not funny because somebody's gonna take it serious.
Yeah, this is.
And because
this could go bad someday.
yeah, because it's gonna go bad one time because it had like my brother. We're in Columbus, and all of a sudden he says Dana beats me. I'm like, what? I don't even touch you. What in the heck are you talking about? And so my brother kept saying that. It was like we had to. That was one of the rules we had to put in place that he cannot tell people I do that because I don't. And it was like you can't say that, especially where we were at. It's like you cannot say that. So then we're in the field. And he says, he goes, yeah, Dana beats me to his coach. And his coach knows me. And he's like, Alan. And he goes, I'm just kidding. And it was like, yeah, you are. I'm like, jeez, you're going to get me arrested. Let's see. Dana, do you jump scare Jeff also? Yep, I do. I will, like, if I know he's somewhere, I can actually walk quiet enough. It takes me a little bit of time sometimes, but I can walk quietly enough that I can get right up behind him and he doesn't even know I'm there. And then he turns around and it's like, okay. Coming out of the bathroom, I do it to him all the time. And I just literally just have to stand there. I don't even have to do anything. I can just be standing there and it's enough to scare him. Usually I will say something like, what are you doing? Mine is my channel it's the same thing. It's except it's Mrs. Boo Productions Paranormal Toledo. I'm sure Candy or one of the moderators can put it up there. I'm sure they have it. But that one I still haven't done a lot on there yet, but it's getting where we're starting to put some things on. You are not going out there to smoke. No.
It's been over an hour and a half.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
smoking. It's okay.
Oh, I do it to him all the time, and it's quite it's funny. I do it to him all the time.
What?
Jump scare you?
Yeah.
Like he's going outside right now. He will be out there. Don't trust me? He will go out there, and it'll be dark out. And because of the mayflies right now, we don't. Thank you, Calamity. I can't even talk. So we don't have our lights on right now because of the mayflies and the bugs right now. So he actually will be standing out there in the dark. It's after I go to bed and I'll hear him go out. So I'll sneak out here and I'll either hide behind the door or I will actually stand at the door and then when he turns around, he jumps because he doesn't realize I'm there. I do it to him all the time. Yeah, it's. Calamity. Thank you, Candy. I can't, like I said, I can't talk anymore. The last thing you posted was our collaboration PMS. Is that the last? I thought I posted something. See, it's not me, just me. Oh, that's funny that your 1-year-old has now started doing it. So yeah, that is kind of funny. I see Ghost Cats. Have a good night. But yeah, he acts like I do so much to him. I hardly do anything to him. Hi, Kimberly. Saying hi real quick. But he acts like I do stuff to him all the time. I don't. It's far and few between. I go in spurts with it. As you can, we can ask him when he comes in. What are you doing?
I'm listening because I heard my name.
Just shut the door. Shut the door. Oh my gosh, he's so paranoid. Anyhow, so when he comes in, I'll ask him, when's the normal time that I do this? And I bet he will say it's when I have squirrel moments, when I have squirrels. That's what he'll tell me. So we'll see when he comes in and we'll ask him, but I'm sure it will be. But the dogs do it too. The dogs, we all torture him at times. I think he enjoys it. He doesn't say he does, but he does. So. Yeah. But yeah, occasionally scares me, not very often, but he does. Thank you again, Sky Talker, for another membership. Whoever gets that one, make sure you to thank her. Yeah, squirrels are constant. Like, I have a lot of squirrels. It's it's sure, Kimberly, it is super hot in Ohio right now. With my squirrel moments lately, though, it's been like, they've actually not been too bad, but lately they've been a little bit more. Okay, now I gotta hide it so then we can ask him.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're not ready yet?
I gotta get to my seat though.
We'll get to your seat.
I will.
Jeez, people are wanting to find out the answer to this question.
Inquiring minds want to
Yes.
know. What's the question?
Okay. So, when's the most that I usually have where I pick on you and scare you?
When? Like, we mean when?
Well, like, what's usually going on with me when you usually get the most?
The ADHD, the squirrels. It's fucking horrible. It's.
Did I
it's
not
bad.
say that?
Thank you,
told
Sky,
them
for
that.
the gifted.
I already did.
Okay.
So
Well, thank you again.
I had to hide it so that they didn't.
Yeah. When? Oh my God. There's sometimes I look at her and I'm like, you're not right. You need like a gummy or something, maybe. I don't know.
But usually, yeah, when my squirrels are off the hook, that's when he usually gets the majority of it.
Yeah, Mike, I believe it. Dude,
Yeah.
It is so hot up here. What is it down in Georgia right now? It's got to be worse. It
Because
has
it's
to be.
like
It's
it's 92 here.
This is the time of year where people go outside and like they cut their grass at like 10 o'clock at night because it's so goddamn
Well,
hot
you
during
did
the
the
day.
other day. You cut it super
I cut it early,
because
yeah.
it was.
Thank
gonna
God
be so
I did,
hot.
because if I would have waited a half an hour later,
because then it was going to get hotter as the day went. And now we're
it's
like
300 degrees. I don't think it's quite that hot, Mike. I think you would probably die. What temperature does water boil? Is it 320?
Well, I don't know.
No, I don't know. Let's look it up.
I just know when you have temperatures.
Let's Google
what
it.
I need to look at.
Okay, let's see. Sorry, guys, I'm Googling what temperature water boils. Kenny probably knows. Just throw it in the comments, Kenny. What?
Yeah, our real feel today was like 105, but now that, and people have to remember, we're on the water.
212. So yeah, you'd be boiling.
Yeah, because
You're
we're on the
lighter
water,
than that,
so it's 10 degrees cooler here than it is in town.
So he said the
So-
real feel was 105 there, and
Yeah.
that's about where we were at today too.
Yeah, like where I worked, it was
So
like
hot.
one,
Oh.
like in the building up, because okay, this is what's worse. Our building is usually pretty cold. For considering the building I work in, they call it the Taj Mahal because it's nothing but a giant glass building.
Yeah,
It's glass all the way around.
but we are
and-
the glass city, so
yeah,
that's probably why.
but it's, I mean, the whole thing is it's nothing but this giant glass building. And so what happens is, like, on the outs, like where you see all the glass is our hallways to where the back of our offices. So that's how we get through to our offices. And so we have nothing but those glass windows, and then the hallway that we walk through. And then most of it is either doors, lockers, or not more glass. That's for like break rooms, meeting rooms, and that. So those hallways get so hot. But like today I was hot. Normally I'm not hot because we usually keep our building like our office is usually about 70, 71 degrees. But it was quite, and I wear long sleeves to work every day because, well, one, a protection thing, but two, because it's cold. And so then people look at me like I'm crazy when I come out and I have my scrubs on, I have long sleeves on, and
But yeah, they keep some of them buildings like
yeah.
refrigerators.
Well, we do have to keep our building cold because we work for with pulmonary.
But not
so
where I work today, like I'm making a room into a bar that's part of a garage, and it is blazing hot because we put in a 6-foot double door, and the sun just beats in there all damn day. And I was like, oh God. What
Ooh,
was that?
we went to Zurich. The one towel air indoors was.
So 34 Celsius. I don't know what that
So
means
that would be
Fahrenheit. Sorry, Calamity. I think anything above 30 is really hot.
Yeah,
I think.
I'm trying to.
Are you doing math in your head?
Yeah, I am trying
Oh
to.
shit! Do you want a piece of paper?
No. I want to say it's 96.
So Hart says, ooh. So what is it? Okay, hang on. Let's look this up. Let's Google it. Where did he say it was 80? It was 34, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Again, we're on it with the Google. 34 C is what in Fahrenheit? 93.2. So you were really close. Hart said 80, but sorry, Hart. Dana won.
I have to change. I have to do some metrics in my because either we
Hart,
do.
I don't do Siri.
Yeah,
I don't.
We either have to do metric or like we do like our weights are in kilograms, or you can do them in pounds. But I find it's easier to do in kilograms when you have electronic stuff.
Bless you.
But then my height, I do or my height I do. Actually, I do my weights in pounds, but I do my height in
Feet.
centimeters.
You do the metric system for
Metric,
height?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So here's another
And
weird
then
thing that the
temperature
British
we
people
do.
do.
Temperature I do Fahrenheit.
Here's another thing that the UK people do that's weird. Like they say I'm down 2 stones. I don't. What does that mean?
That's like, isn't that like a pound? It's like it's. I want to say it's a stone is 5 pounds, but I can't
I thought
remember.
it was.
Or maybe it's 3 pounds.
No, I think it's 20.
Is it?
I don't know. So what is a stone for all of our British people? Because that, like, yeah, I'm down 3 stones, and people are like, "Oh my god, you fucking went from fat
14
ass to
pounds
skinny."
is a stone.
Okay,
Good to know.
14 pounds is a stone. So I think 40 Celsius is 120. So 30. Sky, you guys are in the winter right now, right? Or actually in the fall. Or no, would it be winter? Because you guys are the opposite of what we are in everything. That's because Australia does not exist. I've lost 2 stone. 1 stone is 14 pounds. Yeah, okay. 2 weeks is a fortnight.
Yep.
Okay. Why can't we just say 2 weeks?
You should know that
I'm
from
just
when
kidding.
when we watched Game of Thrones.
But yeah, they used the word fortnight a lot, but they didn't say what it was.
Oh, I thought
So
you
I
knew.
didn't fucking know. Yes, a yard is almost a meter. Yep.
Yeah.
But we don't even really measure things in yards. It's feet.
Yeah,
We use
but like
feet
for
and inches.
us, I mean, for me in medical, we use both because like we use cc's and mls for like medications,
Not in construction, we don't.
and
It's all
so
feet and inches.
yeah, so I have to know how to use both.
And sometimes though you get that like metric. You get foreign lumber that's metric, and it's just a little bit off of what we produce. You know, it's like it's close but not quite. So
Yeah, because that's the hardest thing for people when we have to go to the mls and
fuck me, Mike. Really?
and
I mean, congratulations. I think. Hopefully, hope you're not sick or something.
I need to lose
How many stone did I lose when I got divorced?
a lot.
Yeah. Oh,
If you
Jesus.
guys would have seen Jeff when I first met
What's
him,
100 divided by 14?
he was
I
probably
lost 100
he
pounds.
probably was maybe 120 pounds.
I
He was. I mean, his pants.
couldn't eat.
No, and then he met me.
Then I met her, but then I also like met Costco Cake, and that's when it became a problem.
But then I cooked for you sometimes. You cooked for me.
Now
sometimes.
I cook for you all the time,
No, I do cook occasionally. I usually make sweets though.
3 or 4 times a year. Just saying. I'm just kidding. No, it's once a month.
I
at
do
least.
most of the baking though.
Yeah, I'm not.
See,
a
yeah,
baker.
all that Polish food.
Yes. Yes.
That's his first Christmas with us. he was
I
like,
was like, I
whoa.
love you people.
He was like, wait, what? I
It's
mean, he was
kielbasa
like,
from Stanley's.
it was kielbasa,
And homemade
pierogies,
pierogies.
sweet and
Oh,
sour cat. Oh no, before he
it
got
wasn't even
that,
Christmas. It was
No.
Christmas in July.
yeah, but before he got that, he got glumke, which is stuffed cabbage.
We haven't had that.
No,
in 2
we
years.
haven't. Yeah, we didn't
The
haven't made
fuck?
any. Well, you
What kind of
know,
Polish people are we?
you know, my mom's gonna want to make it.
We have to. soon.
So yeah, I mean, we've been making a lot of stuff that we normally don't make as soon.
But we make we make some meals for them. But I do a lot of grilling in the summer and shit like that. So if we grill a turkey breast or smoke one,
And Boo doesn't get it.
yeah, Boo got our leftovers, but they got their half.
Yeah, I mean, we
Yeah,
do
we
a
send
lot.
half
Yeah,
over
we
there.
send a lot. It just helps with them, with my sister.
We actually got a question in the chat.
This is funny.
This is hilarious, actually. You gonna answer this, or you want me to?
I can answer it.
Okay.
We were very bored on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day at like maybe 1 o'clock in the morning.
And
we
I almost shot my landlord.
Yes.
But that's later in the story.
In the story. But we ended up both just having to swiping,
Yep, we
on
were on
Tinder.
Tinder.
and we ended up meeting. And then it took us, when we met, well, actually we were talking for quite some time,
Yeah.
and then there was just a whole bunch of crazy shit going on. It was middle of the winter, and then we ended up, it took us, from the time we started talking, it took us like 3 months to finally meet. Then when we met, it was hysterically funny, because if I walked out my driveway and stood at the end of my driveway and looked over the river, I could see where he was living.
And I could see her pull into her driveway when she left my house.
Then
That's
it
how
got
close
even,
we were. We
but
didn't know it.
Then it got even funnier, because then after we started dating, it was, I don't even, maybe a year in. I don't know.
A year
Then
and
he
what?
moved across the
Yeah, it was
street.
about a year. Yeah,
Then he moved across the street from
because
me.
the place I was living, it was after my, I left or got my divorce, whatever, and I was living in a basement of a client's house that I had done a lot of work for. That he didn't even live at this house, so I was like, dude, can I just crash in your basement and use your kitchen? Blah blah blah. So, but then it got to a point where his kids were coming up and partying on the weekends and saying that I was buying them booze. Like anytime the kids would come up, I'd be like, okay, I got to find a place to go, because
So he would be coming over
I don't want
here
any part of this and whatever. But so it was time to move.
And it just happened that I know the people that own the house across the street, because they live next door to the house. And I was like, hey, do you guys, I know somebody, because I know that they rented it in the past. And I was like, do you guys, and they were kind of hesitant about it. And then they asked me again, they're like, do you think? And it was like, yeah. And so they were like, okay. So they met Jeff and they liked him and they let him move in.
So the part about me almost shooting my landlord that night.
That was terrible.
So I'm on the phone with her. We're talking. This is what, 2 or 3 in the morning?
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden I hear people walking in the house upstairs. But they're walking in and then walking out. I'm like, motherfucker, somebody's robbing this place. So like, did I keep you on the phone when I went up
Yeah,
there?
you were like, hey, hold on. I'm going to keep you on the
Right.
phone.
So I got my gun.
If you hear gunshots, call 911. And it was like, but I didn't know his address. He didn't tell me that part, but I was like,
So
okay.
I go up there with my gun, and I heard the back door open, and I rounded the corner with my gun pointed at the guy that owns the place. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you didn't tell me you were coming up, because usually he would tell me if he was coming. I'm like, it's like 3 a.m. What? Like, I thought someone was stealing your shit. It was like, thank God I've got a disciplined trigger finger. Let's just say that, because oh my God, that could have gone bad. That could have really gone bad.
Bubba's getting her kisses.
So
that is how we met.
Yep.
And after our first date, both of us thought we would never, I thought he would never want to go out with me again. He thought the same thing about me.
Yeah, it was
because
kind of a shit show.
we had a really shit show of a first
but
date.
it wasn't. Looking back,
funny.
it's more funny.
It was so funny.
It wasn't like,
we laughed at it a week later after we realized, but my daughter,
we actually laughed at it the next day because we went out the next day.
Yeah.
So.
But my daughter, who was in high school, she decided that she was going to call me from a Taco Bell bathroom because she couldn't poop. And
This is while we're out on a
and
date.
she's crying. And while we're on this date, and she's crying and crying.
And I'm driving Dana around in my construction van.
Yeah.
That's how I roll. That's how
But
fucking
then
cool I was.
we go to the casino here in town, and we go to get drinks, and Jeff can't find his credit card.
Yep. Lost it.
He's
It fell
freaking out. He
somewhere.
felt so bad because I had to pay for drinks. I was like, it's okay. No big
I
deal.
walked the entire floor of that casino back to the van. Every step that we did, it probably took, what, 20 minutes? 30
Yeah,
minutes?
I mean, he was gone for a while. Then he was like, well, we got to go back. So we traced our steps back to the other bars that we were at.
The bar.
Yeah, the bar. Yeah, the bar.
Because
So
we knew we had it at Beerstein.
And so we went there, and we went in there like, yeah, nobody's turned one in. I said, are you sure you, because he went at the casino, he went out to his van to see if he dropped in the van. It's like, are you sure it's not in like the door or something? So after we're looking through the parking lot and everything there, we go back to his van. He looks in, and where is it? Exactly where I told him to look.
It was in the door pocket of the van. But what I did is I had put it in my pocket, and I pulled out my phone at some point, and it fell into the door pocket.
Yeah.
But I even checked there before, so it is what it is. Let's say it's paranormal.
Yeah. And then it's funny because people think we've been married a lot longer than we have been.
No, but we, like, when we started dating, we just like jumped right in, like
Mhm.
we were married almost.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I mean-
both of us swore to God we were never getting married again. Ever.
Remember meeting at Shady?
Me?
I would say, are we going to meet at Shady? The bank? Because you had to drop the dogs off at your mom's.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah. And he'd have my
public
coffee.
yet.
He wasn't public yet, and he had my coffee. Yeah.
I would get her coffee every morning and say, "Are we meeting at
The Shady
The Shady
yeah.
was the bank parking lot next
down
to
the street.
close to her mom's house because I wasn't known yet.
What types of movies do you both like to watch together? Well,
Sometimes horror, like we'll watch like The Pope's Exorcist when that came out, like
We
stuff
watched
like
that.
that. We're like, yeah,
we
gotta see
watch a
that.
lot of documentaries
Yeah.
together.
Yep. We watched The Mortician the other day.
Yeah, that was kind of
Crazy.
crazy. Okay, that's kind of funny story because I went to my mom's house.
It's on Netflix
Yeah, my
or
daughter
HBO.
HBO. I
Yeah,
think.
Max.
My sister had it on. She was going to start
Oh,
watching it.
God, thank God they didn't fucking.
And
watch
my
that.
mom was like, do you think this is really an appropriate movie to watch right now? Especially because my mom wants to be cremated. So it was kind of like, probably not. My sister's like, I guess I'll watch this later. So then after we watched it, I
Yeah.
said, do not watch that until after. Do not watch it unless you're out of the house. Just don't watch it.
It's a story of a guy who went to prison for 10 years because they were,
Well, 5 years for the
yeah,
crematory
but
stuff.
they were harvesting organs, taking jewelry, taking gold teeth. They were cramming
This was
these,
back in the 80s.
yeah, cramming the
Crazy.
crematoriums with like
He's
as many
killed
bodies
people.
as
I
they
mean,
could.
it was a
It's a
famous.
crazy story.
It was a famous funeral home in their town. It
Yep.
was just like so crazy. But we were just like, yeah, do not watch that. But I think like I like reality TV more than Jeff does.
I mean,
I like Survivor. RuPaul's Drag Race is like
I
my
hate
favorite.
that
He
show.
hates that one. RuPaul's like The Challenge,
but see, I like that stuff.
Big Brother. Like we watched like Alone.
Survivor.
But we watched Alone and Naked and Afraid, things like that. We'll watch together, but it just depends.
But movies, like a lot of times, we'll go on Netflix and be like,
what do we want to watch? And then
we will spend 20 minutes trying to find something that we want to watch, and then end up watching nothing.
yeah, and it's funny because there's not a lot that I'm not a big.
But we went to see Wicked. Like I was
Yes.
pretty like, I mean, I hope people don't judge my manhood for this, but I actually enjoyed the movie. I thought it was good.
Yeah,
I never saw the play, but it's long.
yeah, but it was cool.
Yeah, but
And then we used to go to the theater a lot, and then COVID
yeah,
happened.
we need to do that more. But I haven't seen anything that came here.
Yeah,
What's up,
because,
Dawson?
I mean, Wicked was bad. I think Wicked's coming back to, but
That's how
It's-
much those tickets are.
I
though?
know, and that's the thing
They're
though.
crazy.
It's so crazy because like if we're gonna buy tickets here locally, we might as well just try to go to Chicago. I mean, they're gonna be the same price. It's very hard. We only have like one theater like that's here in town.
No, we have several.
But I'm saying
We
like
got the
that.
Valentine.
But I'm saying that does the big productions.
Yeah.
But we do
I
have-
like the local theaters.
But we go to a lot of local theaters because we have a lot of small
Like
local
I like the
theaters.
Toledo Rep. We went and saw
The
Rocky Horror
Valentine
Picture
has
Show
it.
at the Collingwood.
Collingwood, but there's a lot of smaller ones that we've gone to too.
Yep.
But
I'd
we,
like to go see something in the underground theater at Collingwood. That is very artsy. That's like the room is black. Everything is painted black, so that it's like basically a blank canvas for whatever the artist wants to do with their performance or their play or whatever. So
but we have but yeah, so like I'm getting ready for Big Brother to start July 10th. And Survivor.
yeah, I like Big Brother too, but I haven't been into watching it. Like I want to watch a whole season at once.
Amazing Race is hit and miss with me. Some seasons I like, some seasons I don't. And then I mean that well on our TV as we've told
Wayne,
people,
it was like I was the same way. But then Dana made me watch it and I was like, okay, that was actually really good.
He was a virgin when he went to
Heathers, yeah. Dude, let me know when that comes.
That would be pretty cool. I
that.
think the Heathers would be good.
Yep.
But Jeff was a virgin to Rocky Horror Picture Show, and so I made him go.
And there was
because it's an like when we do them, they're interactive.
And I'm not an interactive theater kind of guy. Like I just want to go watch you guys do your shit. I don't need. And it freaked me out because the one guy I was this close to saying, "Get the fuck out of my face,"
because he was gonna put lipstick on him.
Yeah, he was like in my face dancing and that's not me. Like don't.
Yeah.
I was really close to saying, and I'm not a violent person, but like I don't like my space violated.
Yeah, Rocky Horror Picture Show
was
one of my favorite. My friend Calvin played in it.
He was
the
main character. The one that
preacher.
Yeah, the one that didn't wear pants the whole time.
Pretty much. And he was gay, so it was kind of funny because everybody's like, what? I'm like, yeah, it was my, and he was a teacher with me, so it was kind of
what was it, Rock Productions or something? Stone Productions. Yeah, they did a really, really good.
And then we've actually seen at Mommy Theater, we've seen the kids version of Grease. They did like for teenagers.
They are fucking.
They did
awesome.
really well.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, when we met, one of the things that we did this summer after we met was we catered for the.
Well, it wasn't over the summer. It was during the school year.
It would have been spring, right? Because they do that.
Well, we did spring and fall because they had the spring
Shrek
production.
Was in the fall.
And then they had a fall. Right. The spring one was a play, then the fall one was a play, and then their spring one was a musical. And so we ended up doing Shrek her senior year.
Which I was absolutely blown away at how good those kids were. That was dude. Like I've said this before, on live streams, like I love to watch people perform live when they're good at what they do. Those kids were fucking awesome.
I was in a panic though because my daughter, because she was actually part of the so like one of the stage managers in that, and they needed extra Fionas, and so they needed 2 extra Fionas.
Fiona got sick, right?
No, because for the one part there was too much changing, and so they needed to have, just because they needed the silhouette of Fiona, and the 2 stage managers just happened to look from the back just like the girl playing Fiona. So it ended up that the 3 girls all had to go together, and they all had their hair dyed the same color. And we took them to do it professionally because we didn't want them to do it with box hair, because one, I didn't want my daughter's hair messed up because she was going in the military, and this was not a normal color she could have in the military. And we didn't know when she was leaving, and actually we found out, I think, this was fine because right after she got her hair dyed, we found out when she was leaving. So it was like, oh crap, we're going to have to get your hair dyed back to a normal color before you leave. But she ended up, so all 3 of the girls ended up, even so it was just from a back silhouette, so they all looked the same, went and got their hair dyed. And then Mom's freaking out because it's like the musical was like towards the end of May, and she was leaving in the beginning of June or of July. So we knew that we had to kind of quickly get her hair changed back to a darker color before she left for the military, because that red auburn hair was not going to fly in the military. But I mean, their productions were pretty cool in high school for them. They've done some really cool. My oldest daughter, she actually, this was the problem. Because of what they needed to do with the hair, we weren't to get the hair in. We weren't going to have enough time, because by the time they would ship them to us, we would be in our tech week, and we didn't want to waste time. And two, it was cheaper to have them go have their hair done than it was to buy the wigs we needed. And plus three, we didn't want to have 3 Fiona wigs sitting around that we were probably never going to use. I mean, you need to have a use for 3 of them. But they, because we did look at wigs, but we couldn't find that we would get in enough time for that. So we just kind of.
So I'm going to share I've never been a theater guy until. So I'll share my first theater experience. I always thought it was stupid. Like, okay, whatever, artsy people do this shit, whatever. So a buddy of mine, though, was into it, and he had a small role it was All Shook Up. Have you ever heard of that play? Okay, so he had a small role in the play All Shook Up, and he invited me to go watch the dress rehearsal. And I was like, okay, I'll go. And I was like, oh, fuck, man, it's a musical. And then he told me it was 3 hours long. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, this is gonna suck. Like, I was like, but it's a buddy of mine. He was into it, whatever. I freaking loved it. I absolutely loved it. And that was when I guess the love of theater started, because Fear the Living, Real Men Watch Musicals. Dude, I really thought I was going to hate it. I was like, Jesus Christ.
But I mean, then when he found out about, he was
so good.
He was so hooked then when he saw what the kids were doing.
They were so good.
Yeah.
Like dare I say they could compete with what the Rep puts out.
Yeah. And then it was crazy because my oldest daughter, her senior year, their play was and The Diary of Anne Frank. That was just a blow away.
See, I would love to see that.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a blow. Now, I remember when I was in high school, Whitmer put on the same play, which was like 25 years or something, or it was 30 years prior. And so it was kind of cool because I knew some of the people that played in that play. And so they came back to watch The Diary of Anne Frank being put on with this group.
And they pack their theater when they do the performances.
So we sold out. They would sell out and then to see then that year, most people won't know this one, but it's called Pajama Games. It's an older movie. And that was just like, my daughter played one of the main characters in that. And it was just like crazy, really. I mean, it's just, but then my youngest one, at first, she didn't really get into theater. And then all of a sudden, she decided she wanted to get into theater, but she really didn't want to do the acting part or the singing part. She just wanted to do like the manager stuff and things like that. So that's what she did.
But it's all, everybody has to, those roles need to be filled too. So, because I probably would have been the same way. I don't want to be a manager, but I want to be involved in sound or something, or production of some.
You got stuff doing some helping with some stuff with them.
Yeah, I did the catering.
Yeah, you did catering, but you helped with us with some stuff with them when we had like dilemmas with some of our sets.
Then I filmed it, but unfortunately, because they didn't buy the copyright,
we couldn't disperse it.
Like they were allowed to legally perform it, but they legally could not
record it.
So I do have the whole thing recorded. That I would. God damn, I would love to put that out someday. That was really good. And I shot it with 2 cameras, very amateur because I didn't really know what I was doing then. But, it was, Yeah, it was pretty cool. I would have loved to have plugged a recorder into the soundboard to get the whole sound. Yeah. But, Hey, John, what's up? So we're talking art, theater. again, not talking about ghosts. We did. We
We
at least
did. We
talked about
started
ghosts
with
for a little
ghosts.
bit tonight. That's good. Does anybody have any other questions? This actually started from Wayne Dawson's question about what movies we
Movies.
watched. So,
And how we met.
ask us anything. Yep, Julianne asked us how we met. That was part of that. So we're looking for things to talk about because, so I will say this, since we're at kind of a lull here till we get a question. I apologize for not putting out a video in a bit. I've been so unmotivated to work on the video stuff. I don't know why.
Our energy, it's like our whole, and our
I'm
family.
trying to get out of
just
it. I
our,
really am.
everything
And I don't wanna
family
sit-
wise, the energy has just been very.
And I'm not trying to sit here and whine and make an excuse. I just like I'll open it up and try and work on it. It's like, fuck, man, I can't right now. I don't know why. So, but
Jeff can vouch. I am a couch potato right now.
But I did that too when I played guitar. I mean, I still play guitar, but like, I would go in spurts of like, man, things are pumping, going out real quick, and then all of a sudden you hit like a brick wall. Like it's kind of like an artistic thing.
Yeah.
You hit like okay, I need to make this artsy in some way, and I don't know. It's so that's where we're at with the videos.
Yeah, my energy is just. My energy has just been not good. So it's just like I just really cannot. When do I need to schedule a check?
Yeah. We could do the Collingwood.
Mhm.
It's $500. Let's wait a minute on it though, because we've got things coming up that we're doing.
And right now it's not a good time because I can't do a lot of stuff right now.
Especially at the Collingwood. Fear the Living. It's Chris. I'm assuming you that building, and I know people like Kenny and whatever they're gonna say. You guys are making not that he's saying we're liars, but like I'm telling you, there's something to that place. It fucks with people. Not all the time.
Nope.
It picks it like there's something there that
This
picks and chooses.
Saturday,
When
it didn't.
Nothing happened
but
Saturday.
Then I laughed because I wasn't there Saturday.
Yep.
Every time
I've
I'm there,
seen-
something happens.
Something goes after women there, like
Mhm.
big, for real. I've witnessed it. Yes, Collingwood is definitely cooler in
Come
the
here.
fall. But I mean, it's
Come
it's
here.
almost like
Come here.
with Joe in the
Come
Monroe
here.
house. Like there's something there. I totally believe Joe when he says that. But
Come
when I
here.
went there, nothing happened. But he said that he's been there where nothing
Come here.
happens, and he's been there times it's like, what the hell was that?
And
So,
it seems like every time I go there, something happens at Collingwood.
and not even to you necessarily.
No.
But it's not
But
even
I
every time
also-
you go there. I've like Melissa was the first experience that I
Mm-hmm.
had there. She, you guys saw the video. You guys, I'm not going to say ripped it apart, but you had good questions, which I
What
welcomed.
do you have on
because
yourself?
It kind of adds to the mystery. I loved everybody's feedback on that video because I didn't look at things that way because I was there that day.
Yep.
Whatever. So, but we've gone there many times, and we will go back again. And we are doing a documentary on that place. So
Yeah, it's just like right
there's
now,
just something to
as
it.
we said just
There's
now,
something to
I
it.
just didn't, because it was funny because Jeff and I kind of at the same time were like, I'm not going there.
Yeah. What is she whining for?
She wants to go out the front door.
You don't need to go out the front door, boo.
Do you need to go outside?
You need to go potty.
Do you want to go potties? Do you want to go potties?
I gave her water, so it's not that. I mean, Boo is
She wants
very,
to go
very
out the
simple.
front
She either
door.
wants food, water, or
Our attention.
an unusual request, or my seat. This could very well be like. Yeah, I have some ideas. Yeah, I do want to. Yeah, absolutely. We can chat anytime. I would say contact.
Would you like a vanilla wafer?
Messenger is the best way to get a hold of me because I don't check Discord that much. I
She
really
wants to go out the front door.
don't. Okay.
She can't go out the front
Yeah,
door.
so we've like in the last week or so, we've decided to like take Boo out in the front yard. She loves sitting out there on her leash. She's just like, so that's what she wants now.
So now she's getting a cookie because
Crazy.
she's got bad behavior.
We reward bad behavior with cookies.
She got bad
Oh my
behavior
God.
cookies.
Yeah, we can definitely talk, Chris, for sure. Hang on. Oh, I'm missing something here. Maybe I did miss nothing. I don't know. Yeah, Candy just put up our Facebook page, which we don't post there either. Much.
I do.
Do you?
I post
been a
on there
bit,
more.
though,
It's been a little bit,
Yeah.
but I've been so.
Yeah.
I've not been on Facebook a
We've
lot.
all. I mean, you guys have all heard it because pretty much everybody in here knows what's up. So
Yeah.
we don't need to
I know, and it's just been.
pound it
It's,
home week after week. But
no, but I just have been. I've
We have
not really paid
distractions.
attention to a lot of stuff.
but we do this. I'm going to say this. We love doing this on Mondays because it's like it's a major distraction from the other
Yes.
stuff. So we love you guys. We thank you all. Like the same people are in here week after week. Sometimes we get new ones. We didn't get new ones this week, but
That's
sometimes
okay.
new people come along
But we haven't put any content out either.
and then too, like sometimes people will show up and it's like they will watch all of our stuff. They'll go back. They're commenting on shit that I posted 8 months ago. It's like, okay,
It's
they,
okay.
they like the stuff. That's good. Just don't go back too far because it sucked.
You guys are being so good. You guys want another cookie, don't you?
Of course they do.
They want another cookie.
Oh, we got Nilla wafers,
Yep.
except the Kroger brand, so they can't say Nilla. They have to say vanilla.
These dogs don't need anything.
So, go ahead and throw out your questions, please, because if not, we're probably going to wrap it up here in a
Oh,
second.
look for Jeff.
Oh, I could tape those over my titties.
I
Right?
can just bite them off.
You're going to bite through the tape? That's a little weird.
I can always pull it out later. It's like a hair.
I'll use tape with latex. That's your kryptonite.
Mm,
She's got a latex allergy, so that
yeah.
would be bad. I'm not trying to poison nobody.
You would. Well, I have a lot of food allergies too that you could poison me with. All you would
But
have
I
to.
don't. I'm very, very
No,
safe
I was
with
gonna say
that
all
food.
you could do is bring shrimp or fish in the house and could kill
Yeah.
me.
And
So-
the once in a while, because I love shrimp. I really do.
But I will say when I
And
am
I'm
super nice, because
polite.
if I know I'm going out of town, a lot of times
That's
I will
when I
go
cook
buy
it.
him shrimp, and I have them. I don't touch it, and I have them double wrap it, and then triple wrap it, and then put it in a bag, and then take it to go check out. And I'm holding it like this the whole time, so I don't get anything out.
But then there was one time. I don't know what you were doing, but me and Jenna were. I think it was lunchtime on Thanksgiving. Maybe you were working.
No, I wouldn't have been working.
No, maybe it was. Maybe
I
it was
don't know.
Christmas Eve. Did you work till noon on
I
Christmas
think it
Eve,
was.
maybe?
I don't remember, but it was something. And you grilled shrimp for
We
you.
bought 2
and
pounds of shrimp, and me and Jenna ate the shit out of that stuff. We just, it's crazy.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, is there some?
Oh, here's another question. Cool. Is there somewhere you would want to investigate that you haven't already done and why? Yes, there's actually a lot of places. Like, I mean, if we're talking bucket list or what I could actually maybe get to, because I would love to investigate Dracula's castle, Transylvania.
Yeah.
I would love to go there. And I've always said this too, Boleskine Manor in Scotland.
But Brushy Mountain, I would like to
That
go there
place-
now.
God, that place is
I
cool.
unfortunately was
That place
not
is
able
so
to go,
cool.
so that is one place I would like to go. The Bash Mode, yes.
Let's say, okay, so
Oh.
let me answer this question from the
So,
States.
I do on my page, if you do look at my YouTube, I do have a 2025 playlist.
Oh,
so-
you put your music up there. Didn't
I
you?
did, yeah. So my 25 playlist, that's actually open, so you guys can listen to all the because we always talk about how I have like weird, like all over the place. That will show you all the
Very,
weird stuff I
very
listen
squirrely.
to. Hmm.
Yep, very squirrely.
Whatever my mood is, then it gets added to my list.
Trying
So-
to think, like, let's say something that we could actually like travel to, like realistic. What would be a bucket list place?
Ow!
Trying to think.
The asylum up in
In Detroit.
Eloise.
Yes, Eloise.
Eloise.
Yes. That's actually something we could do. I would love to go there. And actually, I want to investigate that precinct.
Mhm.
but they don't do
They
it no
don't
more.
do it anymore. That one was pretty cool.
That's where
and
this.
that's
Where's
the
the bullet?
bullets back there. But that place is crazy with a lot of stuff going
Yeah,
on.
it's a precinct in Detroit that got shut down. At Waverly, yes, I would, but
I think Eloise. I would rather do
yeah,
Eloise.
I think I would too.
No.
But this precinct, it was in Detroit. There was it got closed down, whatever. But what was the guy's name that owned it? And he passed away during COVID, and so they had to shut it down. But he was trying to turn it into an actual working computer server building.
And doing tours at the same time.
He was so fucking cool. I can't believe that dude died.
Yeah,
I
it
really
was
can't.
it was sad.
Yep.
He was like he was awesome.
Damn it, what's his name?
Why do I want to say James? I know it's not James.
Nope, it's not James.
No.
But he had a great theory. So if he had $25, his theory was, okay, what can I do to improve this building this day for $25? And so he would go buy $25 worth of conduit to run wiring. You know what I mean? He was just every day he would do that. Ed. His name
Yes,
was
Ed. Yes.
What was his last name?
Hold on.
But God damn. So we interviewed him a long time ago. And it's like, I don't even know if it's on YouTube, but it is one of our, I love that dude.
Doesn't
Seriously.
it start with an S?
I don't know. It don't matter. Like, he was a good guy. Unfortunately, he passed away in COVID all of a
Yeah.
sudden. Crazy. All right.
Oh my gosh, why can I not? I had to. An S.
It's
Not Ed Sheer.
No.
Ed.
It's going to hit me like
Yeah.
in 5 minutes. Have you guys seen that Oliver House is digging into the paranormal side with public investigations? Oh,
Yeah.
really? No, I have not seen that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, see? Chad Dye and Heather Dye were doing
Stuff, and they kind of
stuff
got
in there, and
booted.
they kind of got pushed out, which sucks.
Which precinct was it?
It was 6th, maybe. I don't know. That was a really cool place. That was somebody asked earlier. Do you get a vibe when you walk into a place? That
Mhm.
place, I did. I really did. That there's something to that place, in my opinion. Did they? I mean, but I think you can. I think you can still rent it for private. And some of these places do a haunted attraction stuff like during the Halloween season. But yeah, I don't know. But that just looked like a cool place. My favorite place at the moment is
I'm
Brushy
looking at it
Mountain.
right now.
Looking at what?
Trying to get his name.
Oh. She's
Steele.
Ed Steele. That's right. Yep.
I knew I'd find it.
He was a fucking
He
good
was
dude.
awesome.
He
I
was
mean,
a good
it was
dude.
so cool when we interviewed him that we actually were taking my daughter back to the airport in Detroit, and we said, "Hey, can we detour and come see you?"
Yeah, we just wanted to stop by and shake his hand.
And he was like, "Oh, come in and tour
hell
and
yeah.
everything."
He
That's
made
where
us.
the
shit's hanging up in there, but like
we have
the
a-
old military stencil
yeah.
thing, like it's
that has Boo on it, and then we got to stencil Boo Productions
on a door.
And I mean, then we got the bullet. We got some other stuff too.
Yeah.
What else? I don't remember what else we got, but we got all kinds of cool stuff.
But he was like, I'm trying to restore this building. He wasn't even into the paranormal, but he was trying to restore the building. And he was like, the paranormal community has been absolutely supportive
They would
of
do
what we did.
It was so cool that he would have, like, in the summertime, they'd kind of have like a festival, and people would come and they would have like paranormal groups would go out there, but before they would all do their thing, but then everybody would go in and do something inside the building to help out. I mean, it was just great, and it was just really cool.
And he really was like, okay, I can buy a gallon of paint today and paint this wall. Like that was his theory on restoring this building, because there was no funding coming in from a big source. But he just had such a good attitude. Like damn. And then he passed away during COVID.
I mean,
That sucked.
it like floored like everybody. It was
Yep.
just like, wow. I mean, that just shocked us all.
Yep.
But he was pretty cool. I mean, it was like what he was doing was really,
Yeah.
really, really cool. And the history, he knew all the history,
Yep.
and like he would show you where something happened that was historical. He'd take you to the spot and say,
So like one day
and he'd have a picture and he'd show you exactly what
there
was
were
at.
riots in
Mhm.
Detroit. I don't know what year it was, but the National Guard was actually in that precinct because there were snipers on the school across the street. And so the National Guard gunmen were laying on the floor in the doorway, pointing, trying to pick off these snipers.
It was crazy.
But he, actually too, Detroit had an actual zombie unit back in
Yeah.
the day. There's an actual sign, in that precinct about the zombie unit.
Yeah.
Just in case. It's crazy. I got pictures of it, but so. All right, people are starting to drop out, which I don't blame you. It's been almost 2 hours, and we've been babbling on and on. We gotta try and maybe get a guest on soon or something, or get a real topic to talk about, because I don't mind just hanging out and shit like that. But what do you say? Yes, a small team. I'm learning that small groups are best.
Yes, they are.
Because we went, like I said, Saturday night. There was 10 people.
And that place is huge.
Yeah, but it's still too much.
It's too much.
The most fun I've ever had
Was with Dawson.
was because there was 2 of us
It
in
was
that big
Dawson.
building.
Dawson.
If you would have been there too, I would say me, you, and Dawson.
Dawson.
No,
And then his next
it's not
one.
Dawson. It was the fact that there was 2 of us.
Then the next
the
one
big-ass
would
building.
probably be Seg, Dawson,
Yes.
and then the third
Because
one
there
would
was
be
3 of
Joe
us.
and that group, Joe and Kenny. That would be your
because-
4th one.
Okay, I hope Harold's not watching. But every time we do stuff lately, there's fucking 45 people involved.
Well, and people don't stay quiet.
Yes. Let's not talk about that in there.
No, I'm just saying it's something.
But it's not.
It's not.
It's not anti-Dana. It's just I like small numbers.
Yeah, it's.
I would love
I
to
just
go
give them a
investigate
hard
with
time
you.
because I haven't been able to go.
If we were rich, I'd love to drop $500 and go to Collingwood and just me and you.
Mhm.
I would love to do that.
Well, we'd probably have to do 700 because we'd have to have 200 for the dogs. To have babysitters for the dogs.
For 4 hours? They're
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
They can stay alone that night.
I guess.
Yeah, no, fuck that. The dogs are not that posh that they need babysitters for 5 hours. Because you get it from 8 to 1? No, they don't. I refuse. I will not pay for that. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up now because
The
when I
dogs
have to
want
pee,
more.
they're chomping Nilla wafers like crazy. But we appreciate the questions.
Bubba's begging for more than boobies.
Yeah. So, thank you guys. We will see you on the next one. Hopefully, I'll get a video done this week. I'm trying. I'm really trying. It's just every time I go to do it, it's like, So, all right. Peace out, guys. We will see you next week. God damn it. I'm going to piss my pants.
You said that on